trying to figure out the first time I met him. It must have been at a convention somewhere. And I was a little intimidated. He's a kind of a big guy, for starters.
He's a big man. I'm 6'1", 225, something like that. No, I'm not tiny. And Gunnar Hansen made me look like a little boy.
The persona that is portrayed in the film is obviously not him. I mean, yes, it's helpful to be imposing like that, to be intimidating like that, but at the same time, that's the art of acting.
It's funny because the people at these conventions, they'll go up and after they talk to you for a few minutes, they'll go, oh, well, you're not mean at all.
And yes, there would be people who could be like, oh, I'm not going over that guy. It's fine. Some may even say that about Tom Savini, but Tom Savini is a sweetheart. He'll show you magic at his table. He'll talk about special effects of all these movies he's walked on.
Almost instantly, within the space of maybe 10 to 15 seconds, Gunnar would put them at such ease that you would see their whole body language change.
He had a whole panoply of things that he would say to people. One of my favorites was, approach. Like the king, you know, he would go, approach. I've had all my shots. You know, that one was a good one. I don't bite, but if I do, it's 25 extra.
We remembered people's names and just graciously accepted every person.
It's a shame that a lot of the younger actors kind of growing into like the genre that are going to start doing the conventions and film festival circuit aren't going to be able to experience him because he really was just such a class act.
People would walk away so happy, man. And they're like, we just met Leatherface, who was such a great guy.
He didn't just sit there like on a phone or reading a book and then kind of throw you an autograph. Like, he engaged with them.
No one in America can pick up a chainsaw now without thinking of Leatherface and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The rumor back then was that it was true, like it was basically a documentary.
I remember the first time I watched it.
We expected to see, you know, a horror film, but not that horror film.
You wondered what was behind that mask.
Leatherface still running around up and down them Texas hills.
Nobody really met him or saw him in costume until they, first encountered him.
Really, all he wanted the cast to do was be scared when they saw him.
OMG.
Toby asked me if I were crazy.
Gunnar Hansen actually went to a home for mentally challenged people and the disabled.
It wasn't just a simple thing for him of just throwing on a mask and running around going, "Hurr."
And he pretty much came up with most of what he did on his own.
You get an idea, this is kind of what we want to see, but it requires the actor to bring it to life and give it its quality.
There's only one original guy that set the tone.
The one that got me back into movies was called
Hollywood Chainsaw Strippers?
I think it was Texas Chainsaw Hookers.
Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers.
That's what Leatherface looks like?
I mean, a lot of the roles he got traded in on his notoriety as Leatherface.
Gunnar Hansen with a chainsaw cutting a mosquito. I'm in.
As soon as they see that the original Leatherface is in it, they immediately pay attention to it.
Most of the films I've worked on have been with people who they really are passionate about doing their movie. They haven't learned yet to lie to you.
Tony Timpone, who was the editor of Fangoria magazine at the time, kind of convinced Gunnar that he should be, going to cons and signing autographs.
And he was kind of a little reluctant at first.
He interacted very well with his fans and with people.
He really was just such a class act.
People would walk away so happy, man. Just met Leatherface, who was such a great guy.
As an entertainer, that's all you ever hope to do, is be remembered.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.